Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Chosen Architect, and today we are going to be setting up our sieves and getting almost 8 times, making them almost 8 times faster with a little bit of food automation. So I hope you guys are ready. So today I have a project that I want to work on, and that's going to involve this right here, some fruit salad. I know it's kind of crazy, but if we go inside our sieving area where we've been setting up all of our sieves, we can actually feed this to them. It lasts about 30 seconds or so, and we get a speed boost of 7.75%, which is, I'm pretty sure it's a percentage, but it's pretty quick. Like, this definitely makes this a bit faster. Now, why would I want this to go faster? Well, all the modding and stuff is going to take a long time. And if this speeds it up by 7 times, I think it's 7.75 times is what I meant to say, then that's going to be 7 times faster than is if we didn't. So I think I want to set up a way to automate this, but it's going to take a little bit more to set this up than it may seem. This is a very easy thing to craft, right? All we need is a cutting board, set up a crafting automation, have that in here with an inner chest or something that can automatically send all this to all the machines, and have a clicker, right? That's pretty simple. Now, what's not simple though is the means at which I want to go ahead and obtain the automation for Kiwi, for example, which I think Kiwi is what I want to do, since we did talk about Kiwi, which is kind of funny. So if I automate the Kiwi seed inside of a Botany pot, that is a hopping Botany pot, then things are going to be a little bit nicer. At least I think so. But this requires terrasteel nuggets, right? So we're going to need to finish up a little bit more of Botany, which is not horrible. I'm kind of down for it. Our Botany area is nice and set up and ready to go for it. I did add these corner bits here. All this does is basically, I have these, I just had them fill them up as like reserves. But the main part is I just have the mana spreaders pointing at the mana splitter, and it feeds these 4 mana pools. So let's talk about getting these mana pools and putting them to use. So what we're going to need is a runic altar. So I have the runic altar just about ready to go. We need a diamond. And this is going to be pretty quick. Actually, I'm gonna probably go through this about as fast as I can, because getting to the point, getting to this point is actually pretty quick. The pain that comes with all this, though, is actually making the runes. The runes are not. I mean, they're just blah. But I think refined storage kind of makes it a little bit nicer on you, as you can select the rune, and you can hit this right here, the move items, and it's going to automatically pull out any items that we currently have for that out already for you. So it's not horrible. Like, the only thing we're missing is mana powder. So let's make, let's see, redstone is what we can use for that. So let's go ahead and make some mana powder. It's as simple as this. So we have the mana powder set up. I'm also going to go ahead and get my mana steel. And so long as you have enough of this, like, I'm even going to need more than that. Iron. We have so much iron. 7,000 so far. And that's still just going. Also, yeah, this happens sometimes. Just use a empty hand to clear this out, and you should be good to go. So let's go ahead and set all this stuff up. Like, it's pretty simple. We have the water rune that we're going to need, because we're going to need to make a terrasteel, or not a terrasteel, a terrestrial agglomeration plate. And the terrestrial agglomeration plate is going to require a block of mana steel and all of these runes. And it will actually consume these runes because it is a crafting recipe. Runes that are used inside the runic altar, however, will not be consumed in a recipe. So just keep that in mind when you're using up your runes. Like I said, all we have to do now, like for this, is see which block we don't have, and then just make it and pull it out. And look, everything got pulled out and into this slot for us to easily just insert into here. And it doesn't really matter like which order you put them in, so long as all of the pieces are in. And as you can see, the recipe has started, and all of these mana pools, or the mana spreaders, are sending the mana. It's ready to go now. You can see that little green circle or rune is full. Now to finish this off, we're going to need a, let's see, we're going to need ourselves some living rock. Click that on there, bam, and then right click, and we get ourselves a rune. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of those runes. Drop pop candy, oh gosh. That's, I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of them, and get that ready for that agglomeration plate. By the way, if you want to make this process a little bit faster, go ahead and use an open crate. You can place that above, place a hopper on top of the open crate, and then when you pull out your items from here, it's as simple as just right clicking. So like for example, the rune of mana, we're gonna need all of this. We're gonna need 5 of these, and mana, or an ender pearl. So let me go ahead and make the ender pearl real quick. So all I have to do is place that in there. It's going to automatically drop onto it. And then we need 5 of these. So simple as just putting whatever you put in that hopper is going to automatically go in there. And this is a way, by the way, of automating this system. And the dropper doesn't have to be directly on this. You can actually have it below, or not below, but higher. So long as the items are dropped onto this, that's going to work. And as you can see, if I try to put the item on here, there we go. Then click, it'll work. But you have to put the stuff back in there. So yeah, all of this should work. Same thing goes for this. Like our air is going to be a little bit easier to do because we can just pull the items directly out. Same goes for this. And so long as they're in our inventory, it's easy going. So that's all you need in order to make the terrasteel agglomeration plate. And this is how we're going to get ourselves some terrasteel. The only thing we're going to need, other than the agglomeration plate, it's going to be living rock and I believe lapis. Okay, so let's grab some lapis. We have plenty of lapis. I think we only need 4 blocks of lapis. The rest is going to be living rock. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to remove one of these. And I'm probably going to set up a system such as this. Let's go ahead and remove this. And I'm probably going to do like half and half because I can speed this up and make it really fast, by the way. So having like half of the area set up works. The reason I have this set up, by the way, is so I can use a wand to just automatically place those exact same items. And it just makes it quick because this, yeah, like it makes it really fast. With this area already cleared out though, it makes it so much easier to place this in. We can go ahead and place it like this. Living rock goes like so. And next is our agglomeration plate, just like that. And bam, we are about to have terrasteel. The only thing I need to make is sparks, and sparks are going to make this super fast. So let's make 4 sparks for right now, and then, or 5 sparks. 4 sparks are going to go on the main mana pools that are right here. Like I said, these are extra mana pools that are on the side. Make sure that my mana is connected to the middle, so it actually fills up the main pools when we need it to. And then place a spark right here, and we're just about ready to go. All we need now is the blocks. So we're going to need mana steel, mana diamond, and we're also going to need ender pearls to make mana pearls. So we're looking pretty strong, right? Let's grab all of those, and we already have the mana steel. So all we need to do now is just basically right click on here with those individual items, and we now have terrasteel. And this is going to lead us to those pots, or the botany pots. And the botany pots are going to be great, right? Now, just 1 terrasteel is great and all. We can use this to actually open the Alfheim portal, which I think we're going to probably do at the end of the episode. But I definitely want to get that automation set up as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this terrasteel to actually make the botany pots. But I also need to make this. And this is going to require runes of air. And when it's used in this recipe, it will actually consume the rune of air. So we need to keep that in mind when making this. We also need the redstone root, which is going to require regular grass, which we're going to have to go to the overworld to get. I don't think I have grass just laying out, do I? No, I have seagrass, but not regular grass. So regular shears, and we'll just harvest up some regular grass. But actually, Botany uses a lot of grass, surprisingly. It's used all over the place. So we have this done. Let's see. By the way, regular grass can be turned into pasture seeds, and pasture seeds are so useful. It's how you make these floating flowers, which makes it so you don't have to have grass underneath them. You can just have it set up in wherever you want, pretty much. So just like everything else, if you want to get it out quickly, all you have to do is pull it out like so. We are going to need a bucket and fill that with water. So pretty simple here. Same as we've always done. We can just throw these out of our inventory. That's all in there. All it needs is a seed. And voila, we now have a hopper hawk. And then we can break this down into the nuggets. And bam, we now have a hopper botany pot. So much work for that one item, but this is going to allow us to set up some automation that's going to be pretty nice. At least, I mean, as far as speeding up our crops go. So the rest of this is actually going to be pretty easy to set up after this point. All we need to do is find a place to put this ender chest, which I'm going to probably put it inside, not the sieving area. I probably want it here inside a refined storage room, similar to how we have this set up. But I'm going to place it in the corner here with a pedestal. The pedestal, I think, I actually want it on the wall, like so. Place this here, and then we'll see how this works. If I place this in the floor, will this work on this? If I give it some dirt, let's see, dirt, and I don't know if grass is any better or not. Actually, farmland is what it needs, isn't it? I think it needs farmland. I'm using the crafter. All right, farmland. Let's see. Use any kind of hoe. Gonna go through all of those. Oh boy. Obsidian. There we go. Nope, I don't have that. All right, hoe it is. I have tons of hoes. Why? What? Okay. There we go. Farmland. I think that it has to have farmland in order for it to work. There it goes. And then we're going to use the Kiwi. Right? The good old Kiwi. And we should be able to make a seed. So a Kiwi seed. Throw that in there. And if this works, which it's not, probably need to move it. Yeah, we need to place it like here. And now that should help grow this, right? Maybe? Maybe not? So yeah, I think there's some issues going on with the pedestals mod as of right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this one higher. Just going to set it back up where it needs to go. And we should be good, right? See, integrated dynamics. We'll go ahead and grab the log. We don't need the Kiwi. But the Kiwi should be growing and going into the hopper, which this hopper, by the way, is connected to our system in the overworld. That will allow it to automatically go into our system. So once we get this placed, it's going to hopper directly in. And we should start getting Kiwi. At least that's the goal, right? Now, speeding this up, that's going to be a different story. We can also turn Kiwi seeds itself into Kiwi, I believe. Can this be converted? No, it can't. Okay, so maybe not. We do, however, need to set up the auto crafting recipe for this. So to be able to make the fruit salads, which is what I'm going to use to farm this, we need to set this up. Instead, we need Kiwi as our fruit. Make sure this is set to exact. And that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to need. We're going to set this up, place it in here. And then we're going to need to set up, let's see. We basically need an ender chest. But I want the ender chest to be colored a certain way. I don't know if we have different color wool just laying around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use green. I guess we can use some green wool. And we should be able to specify and make this exclusively green here. Okay, so ender chest. Let's go ahead and find that again. And then we'll go to wool. Maybe green. There we go. And that's going to make sure these are all green. So we're going to need one for each one. I think we have 5. No, we only need 1 technically. So we only need these 2. And we should be good because we're going to use item pipes for the rest. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but it will get the job done. So over here, I'm going to hook this up and we're going to set this up very similar to how we had the other one set up. So crafting upgrade is what we're going to need. We need this bad boy. One of these and a construction core. Should have plenty more construction cores. I should just make a bunch. There we go. Perfect. Crafting upgrade ready to go. An extractor. Yeah, an extractor from refined storage. Perfect. And yeah, I should just make a few of these. I think I'm gonna need more iron before long. Or more, what are they called? Basic processors, which require iron. Place this down here. That should automatically connect. And set the fruit in there. And then, wait, this is external storage. What am I doing? Did I actually make an external storage? I meant to make a, extractor. No. I already have an external storage. I need a, importer. I need an exporter. Why was I thinking extractor? What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness. Exporter. Here we go. You can tell my brain is just completely fried today, I guess. Let's drop that in. Fruit salad, and then put the upgrade in. There we go. Okay. So the fruit salads are going to be crafted and placed into there. And now we need to get item pipes and clickers. So I do have a couple of clickers. We're gonna need these item pipes. We're gonna need clickers right here from the wonderful auto clicker mod. Some diorite, which is everyone's favorite. Throw that in there. Perfect. And we should have plenty. We're gonna need 5 of these. I think, yeah, I already have 2 of them. So 5 of those should be good. And I think we're just about ready. Yeah, I think we're literally just about ready. That's going to go in there. That's going to keep doing that, doing its thing. Wow, that's making a lot. I wasn't expecting it to be making that much. And let's head into our other compact machine, which is this one. Now, I need to set up almost a timer, I think. Well, I don't know if I click this. Okay, so it doesn't keep consuming food. Okay, so that's good. I was wondering, is it going to keep consuming food, but it'll only consume once it's out. So that saves us a whole lot of headache. But what I can do is I can shrink ourselves down, and we can place in these auto clickers because we have to place them in this direction. Oh, this is where this comes in handy. You can go right under the cables, place in the auto clickers so they're facing the right direction because they face towards you. And we're pretty much ready to go, right? Look how cool that is. Now, we can save some power. We don't need this to click very quickly. I think a 3 is probably going to be more than enough. Notice items are going to automatically start flowing into this. We're going to fix that. Let's go get into our bag, grab one of our pipe wrenches, and just unconnect the pipes from this. You don't need anything connected to it, so we just need to disconnect. Then we're going to pull all the items out. Of course, that has gone into this. Yeah, there's probably all kinds of weird items going in everywhere. Oh boy. All right, so throw those all in there, and we're just about done. I can almost take a breath, right? Almost. What we're going to need to do is have this go up. This is going to all connect, and we don't want that either. Let's just run these pipes so we can go ahead and just get them unconnected. Oh, this is a nightmare, actually, with the connections. Because, yeah, we have to disconnect everything that it's connected to. All of this, for example. Gotta go. And you as well. All of these need to disconnect. And we should just see a straight connection here. And even for this is going to be kind of funny, too, because we have to place this ender chest down. Okay, and that should be good. And this should be the only place things are getting extracted. And hopefully it evenly distributes everything. That's the hope, right? That everything is going to start getting everything in it. Let's see. And I also just realized these pipes have to probably come out a little bit further. Ooh. So it's not evenly distributing. Is there a way to upgrade this to make it do so? So yeah, all that work for nothing. I'm going to go back in here and remove all these. I'm going to use logistical pipes because I believe logistical pipes can round robin, and they do it by default. Eventually, I want to get this whole thing set up with logistical pipes probably and swap over from the easy pipes or the pipes Z. Don't want my spawn point there. There we go. Awesome. So place those in, and that should round robin everything, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and do some checks. So we'll set that to extract. And I think it kind of does that. We kind of have to have it set to do this. Okay, so it's only going here first. I'm going to look at these upgrades on these pipes and see if there is an upgrade that does that. Okay, so from my deep research, my research that I've spent hours on, I've discovered that the improvised pipe upgrades, they work, or they improved. So the gold ones do that. They can support round robin. So I guess it looks like we're going back to those. So back to making a mess again. Oh boy. So with all this hooked back up, this is how we're going to be doing this. So we'll set this to the extract mode, and then we put the improved version in here. That unlocks the distribution section where we can change the distribution to round robin, which is exactly what I want to do. And kind of happy that that's a thing. I should be able to put these in now, and it should evenly distribute throughout all the pipes, which is perfect. Now, these clickers, like I said, they need to be set to not shift click, but right click and be on 3. That should be plenty for all of them. And we do need to give them power. So, I mean, I could just make, I guess I could just make a point for each of them. Or I could use some more cables. Probably just use a single point and use some basic cable. I think that'll be just fine. Just fine. Perfect. Okay. Back in here. And let's go ahead and just, I guess we're going to just overlap. That's the problem with the compact machines is you end up with this overlapping thing for all of your cables and stuff, but that's because you can't access the floor very well. I should have built this a little bit higher. I always need to remember to leave a space against a wall and such. But, you know, it is what it is. Go ahead and place that. That should give everything power. And these guys should be going crazy, going at it, right? Look how quick they're going now. They are set to a 7.75 and doing pretty good. Yeah, they're making it work, which is nice. So now we have bonuses on our sieves, making them go about 7 times, almost 8 times faster with such a simple automation. Okay, so I was wrong on the pedestal mod being broken, even though it did update without a notice on the change of how it's upgrading. So it's kind of interesting. Well, let me show you how to do this, because this is probably going to be very confusing for those who are starting and have watched my prior episodes only to find that, well, this had changed. Well, what you need to do is place your pedestal down, like always, like normal. Put the upgrade in your offhand to be able to apply it. You have to have it in your offhand to apply it. So otherwise you won't be able to apply it. You'll just be putting it in its item slot. So interesting that you have to do it in your offhand. That is going to be so confusing. That change is going to be so confusing for those who have watched prior. I might have to put some little notes in the comments maybe. But that's... Hey, it's working now. That's the bonus. Now, with this set up like this, of course, you could make it go a lot faster by bone meal. Adding bone meal, that makes it go incredibly fast. And as you can see, on a normal crop, it would go incredibly fast. I don't see it affecting the time of the crop by that much. But it definitely does affect it normally, like in a normal crop. Now, you definitely can speed things up, I believe, this way as well. This is going to be a little bit more like, I don't know, cheaty feeling. But this definitely should work. We should be able to use our wrench to turn that off. Turn this on. I'm going to put a better upgrade in here. I'm going to put a diamond in here. That's going to make the speed, I believe, a bit faster. Should tell me right here. Yeah, 32 items every 5 ticks. Set this bad boy to its max. Have it just right-click, I believe. Because I think just right-clicking works. Fill that thing with bone meal. Give it some power. And we're ready to go. Bone meal, like we're ready to shoot this thing off like a rocket, right? This thing is going to go fast. Hopefully. Maybe shift. Does this not work? We can right click on it. But this can actually, you know what? From our experience, I believe this has to be on top in order to work. Let me change this around. So there we go. And even this setup should be able to keep it supplied with bone meal, so it's going to make it even faster. But yeah, so long as this has some bone meal in it, oh, it's going to be going pretty quick. So yeah, that little automation setup there is working, and we have tons of bone. And if I wanted to set this up fully automatic, I would just basically have it automatically supply this chest up here, be an ender chest instead. Have it just or just have a pipe running over that just auto supplies it. It'd probably be an even better way. But I don't want to have all my bone meal go into this. I think we're only going to need a little bit of this to kind of give it a nice little jump start. So guys, of course, as always, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that's going to go to JC, the Architect. I really do appreciate you. Let me go ahead and get a little bit of dye. Bam. And we got some white dye. Oh man, it actually looks, I prefer the dark with the white. I don't know. Looks really good. Anyways, if you're wanting to become a Patreon yourself, of course, you can find that link down in the description below. Guys, I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, be sure to give these videos a huge thumbs up. And also click that subscribe button if you haven't already. You'd be surprised to find out that you're not subscribed. Just check that little subscribe button, see if you're actually subscribed. And if you think you are, you might be surprised to find out that you're actually not. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, guys. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.